For those who wondered how Maoist fighters appeared to be so very effective, there was an answer today. According to Home Secretary GK Pillai, Maoists are probably being helped by former Jawans of the army, Jawans who have the training to help create an army of Naxal fighters who would ultimately attempt an armed revolution, in a sense, to overthrow the Indian state itself.
I thought it would be very useful to see for some of what they're talking about. They're talking about building up of armies. The military strength, first weaker, they want finally to draw out and inflict decisive defeat on the armed forces of the enemy. They talk of the Indian state, in one sense, as the enemy.
If anyone knows anything about the Maoist guerrilla manuals, they would think that Maoists would be greatly complimented by anyone saying that they're operating like an army.
Differing views on what has become the biggest challenge to India's internal security. The centre says anti-Maoist operations are in for a long haul. And given the precision of Maoist strikes, the centre feels the insurgents are probably being trained in guerrilla tactics by former army and paramilitary personnel.
I'm quite certain that there are some, maybe some ex-army or some people who are helping them.
A detailed analysis by the Home Ministry of several Maoist attacks in the past couple of years indicates lethal use of improvised explosive devices, precise pinpointed intelligence-based attacks by Naxals, practice of swift retreat and melting away after attacks with arms looted from security forces. The centre admits that the absence of credible administration in India's heartland has allowed the Maoists to entrench themselves.
Let Arundhati Roy, etc., get a commitment from the Maoists that they're willing to give up arms.
I would say that I understand where they come from. And I do think that people who are being complicated about this issue should not be made to try and simplify it and then say, oh, you said you're a sympathizer, now you should go to jail.
Despite putting in more boots on the ground, more money into developmental schemes for Maoist-affected areas, the government is clear that it's going to take at least a decade to deal with the Maoists comprehensively. Perhaps as a nation, we need to brace ourselves for a long and messy war ahead. In New Delhi, Shruti Ranjan Sen for NDTV.
Tuba.com